Hi friends, today we are going to discuss about the backward elimination method for feature selection in machine learning by using Python. So what is the backward elimination method? So what is the purpose of the backward elimination method? So today this is our topic. So here what is the backward elimination method? So backward elimination it is a feature selection technique while building the machine learning model. So it is used to remove the features. So this is the technique can be used for the purpose of the remove the features do not have the significant effect. So the features which are not that much of most significant for building the machine learning model, those features we have to remove with the help of the backward elimination method. So in backward elimination we have to start the consider the all independent variables. So while building the machine learning model, first we have to consider all independent variables and remove the independent features one by one based on the statistical significance. And so based on the statistical significance we have to remove the independent features. Those features are not that much of involved, means the features which are not that much of most significant for building the good model. So those features we have to remove. So backward elimination, this process is the fastest method. Next, so what are the steps behind the backward elimination method? The first step is we need to select the significance level. First step is to select the significance level to stay in the model. So here we have to choose the significance level is a 0.05. So fit the complete model with all possible predictors. All possible predictors means all independent features. So independent features, for example, this is my data set. So this is the data set. This is x1, this is x2, this is x3, and this is y. So here these three x1, x2, x3, these are the independent variables, and this y is the output variable or the target variable. So here to fit the complete model, so all independent features, first we have to build the model by using the all independent variables. So choose the predictor. Predictor means here nothing but the independent variable x1, x2, x3 which has the highest p-value. So p-value I will explain the p-value. So here p-value is less than if p-value is greater than significance level, means if p-value is greater than significance level, so significance level is nothing but the 0.05. so which means that among the features x1, x2, x3 features, though which feature given the p-value is suppose x1 feature given the value 0.927 something, this is 0.5, means that though feature x1 value p-value is 0.927 greater than 0, so means this x1 feature is not be most significant feature, thus we have to remove these features. So remove that feature. So here and rebuild and fit the model with the remaining variables. So like that we have to check the every input variable, so which feature is most significant. For example, the features the p-value, if p-value of independent variable is less than 0.05, means those feature either x1 or x2 or x3, whatever it may be, any feature the p-value is less than 0.05, we have to consider the feature as for building the model. So that is the concept. So what is the use of the backward elimination method? So what is the need of the backward elimination method? So to find the optimal model, to find the optimal multiple linear regression model. So here our problem statement is the multiple linear regression. So if you see my previous lecture, I explained about the multiple linear regression by using the one problem statement. The problem statement is to predict the profit. to predict the profit. So my problem statement is like this. Given statement is like that: R&D, administration, marketing spend, state, and profit. So these are the features. These are the features: x1, x2, x3, x4. This is y. So this is my given data set. So from the given data set, what I did, so this is the categorical feature. So these categorical features we have to be apply the some get dummies method. I can convert it into this dummy variables. So now what happened? So our total independent features may be R&D department, administration spend, marketing spend, and Florida, New York. These two variables are the dummy variables, and one dependent variable, nothing but the profit. So but that model is not optimal. We already built the a model, that is the multiple linear regression model in previous video. That model is not optimal. Why? Because in this model we are using the all independent features. We are applying the all independent features. So among the all independent features, we don't know which feature is most significant. So here our concept is, we, by using the backward elimination method, we have to identify the most significant feature with the help of the backward elimination method. So in my previous video, I didn't apply any kind of feature selection techniques among the independent features. So in my previous video, I taken all independent variables and build the model and given some value. But here what I am doing, among the all independent features, by using the backward elimination method, I choose best feature. So how can you choose the best feature? Means by with the help of the backward elimination method, I have to choose the best independent features, and which one is the least significant for prediction. So this is the thing. So unnecessary features are increase the complexity of the model. So unnecessary features increase the complexity of the model. Suppose what I did in my previous video. So here I am taking the 5 independent variables, one target variable. So 5 means 4 independent variables. So what is the 4 independent variables? R&D, marketing spend, administration, and state. So these are the 4 input features. So I taken the 4 input features and one target variable. So among the 4 input features, some of the features are not useful, and some of the features are not that much of making that much of not contribution for building the good model. So means unnecessary features. So unnecessary features increase the complexity of the model. So here it is too good to have only the most significant features. So most significant features can keep our model is get better results. So in order to optimize the performance of the model, we will use the backward elimination method. So means what is the main purpose of the backward elimination method? Means to optimize the performance of the model. So this process is used to optimize the performance of the multiple linear regression model. So here only include the most significant features. Most significant means the features is that the important features. Those features are making good contribution, building the model. So unnecessary features means remove the least significant features by using the backward elimination method. So this is the theory concept behind the backward elimination method. So now we have to go for the practical section. If you go for practical section, so here I am taking the same problem statement. So here I am not going to in detail about this coding concept. I already explained in my previous video. Anyhow, I will explain some of the points only. See, so here I am taking the some libraries. What are the basic libraries you needed? So basic libraries is So here my basic libraries is the NumPy, Matplotlib, Pandas. So now I have to create the data frame. So this is my data frame. So what is my data set? 50 startup data set. 50 startup data set. So what are the input features? What are the output features? Are already. If you see the shape of our data set, 50 rows, 5 columns. So this is our data set: R&D department, administrative department, marketing spend, and state. So these are the 4 input features. So this is the 4 input features. This is x1, this is x2, this is x3, this is x4, this is y. So this is the given data set. So next, so here what I am doing, I can divide the data set into x and y. So x and y means see my x value, this is among the data set. So among the 5 input features, among the 5 features, so I am taking the 4 input features. So these are the 4 input features: R&D department, administrative spend, marketing spend, and state. So here my target variable is only profit. So here what I am doing, so in my given data set, in my independent variable, one of the variable is the categorical variable. That categorical variable is state. So if you feed this data to a model, so machine can't able to understand the categorical data. So we have to convert this into numericals. So here what we are doing, we are applying the label encoding techniques. So label encoding technique, what he is doing, so label encoding techniques convert the categorical into a numerical data. So numerical data, so here see in cell number 13 what I am applying among the all independent variables, number 3, third column. So 1 0 1 2 3, this is 0 1 2 3, this is the third column. So in third column is the state column. In this state column we are applying the label encoding technique. So we can convert the, see if you see among the here state feature New York, California, Florida. So these values be converted into in the form of numerical with the help of the label encoding. It will give as while applying the library label encoder, it will give the some values 2 0 1. So means that here given the so here New York is the 2, California 0, Florida 1. So like that it assigning. So based on this some alphabets. So here C N C F. So C is the first one. So that's assign the value 0. F means Florida 1, New York 2. So like that C 2 0 1. New York means again 2. Florida means 1. So this is the values you have to assign. See here, if you see here 2 0 1 2 1, 2 0 1 2 1. So this is the label encoding method we are applying. So next we are applying the one hot encoding on the unhot encoding on the number 3, third column. So now this is our x. So what is the x? If you see the x value, you see the x value. So this is our x. So here this is dummy variables. This is the 3 dummy variables. So this is dummy 1, dummy 2, dummy 3, and this feature is the R&D department, and this value is nothing but the administrative department, this value is nothing but the marketing spend. So here 1 2 3 4 5 6. So here now x is equal to 6 columns, means 6 features. So among the 3 dummy variables we have to remove the any one of the dummy variable. So no need to apply the 3 dummy variables. So among the dummy variables d1 d2 d3 we have to remove the one dummy variable. So that's why we have to avoid the dummy variable. We have the dummy variable method is nothing but the dummy variable trap. So here if you see here only 1 2 3 4 and 5 means that this is our actual input value. So means our actual input value means this value is nothing but the d1, this is nothing but the d2, and this value is nothing but the R&D department, this is nothing but the marketing spend, this is nothing but the administrative spend. So like that we have to divide the data set. Next what we are going to do, now we have to split our data set. I am not going to in detail here, I already discussed about this concept. So here I put the model based on this input data set. So now here column number 22 I am predict the x test, predict the target variables. So here my model given the result 93.47. so this is the model, means that here in linear regression, so by using linear regression, we given the R2 square value, R2 score nothing but the 93.47. so here by building a linear regression we are applying the all independent variables. So what are the all independent variables means x value here only 5 variables. What are the 5 variables here? 2 dummy variables. So here d1, d2 and R&D department and marketing, R&D department administration marketing spend. So these are the 5, 1 2 3 4 5. So here x value is the 5 features. So based on the 5 input features we have to build we got the R2 square value 93.47. so now what we are going to do, so instead of the taking the all independent variables, instead of taking this all 5 values, we have to choose the best features. How can you choose the best feature? With the help of the backward elimination. So now we are going to the backward elimination method. So backward elimination method we have to need one library. That library is nothing but the states model. Import the state model .api as sm. So here what I am doing, we have to applying the method append method on we are applying the we are creating the one new row. What is the new row means? Here 50 rows we are applying the value 1 as the integer type. So means that what is the concept behind this coding means actually our x is equal to 5 input features. So actually here in backward elimination method we are not applying the bias, means intercept. Actually linear regression is equal to y is equal to mx plus b. So mx means this is the intercept value, this is the coefficient values of the independent variable. But while applying the linear regression here, by automatically system will assign this bias value. The system will be assign this bias value. But in the backward propagation we are not making the system will not assign the any kind of bias values. So what is the purpose? So here if you see here linear regression. So linear regression is nothing but the y is equal to mx plus b. So y is equal to mx plus b means we are seeing this model. So from scalar dot linear model, so this model will automatically assign this bias value. Bias is nothing but the intercept. But while applying the backward propagation, so here bias will not be assigned. So we have to give manually. So that is the purpose we are applying this method. What is that method? So this is the method. 50 rows 1 means. So what does that mean here? So here x is nothing but dummy variable 1, dummy variable 2, and R&D, marketing spend, administration. So this is the values of x. So here can append, what we can append? 50 rows of one column. So we can assign this separate. So this x values shape is 50 comma 5. 1 2 3 4 5, 50 comma 5. Here also be 50 rows and single column. That column is always 1 1 1 1 1. So means that this line is nothing but the intercept. So intercept means that is the b value. So what is the b value? In the y is equal to mx plus b. So the b value is the system will be not assigned in this backward elimination method. So that's why we have to assign this manually 50 comma 1 as integer type 1 1 1. So this 50 rows of 1 1 values can be appended to this x value. So what happened? X, if I apply, this is our value. So means totally now it is 50 rows of 6 columns. This 5 columns and this 1 column. So means that this is the bias b. So this is the bias b, and this is dummy variable d1, dummy variable d2. This is R&D department, marketing spend, and administration. So here 1 1 1 1 this value. So this value, this table is here, and this table will be here. So that is the concept behind the backward elimination method. So I am executing this statement. If you see the x value, so this is the x value. So in this x value, if you see this is 1 2 3 4 5 6. Totally now x is equal to 6. Before x is equal to only 5 features, 5 input features. Now after appending the bias to this x, then our x is equal to 6. So now x is equal to means 6 independent features. Now what we are doing here? So here I am taking the all rows and all columns at a time and append to the variable x optimal. If you execute this thing, if you see this value x option, so both are same. What are the values of x? The same will be here, x option, x underscore option. This is the object name I given. So here I am applying my model sm.ols. OLS means ordinary least square method. So here I am giving so this is the y value. So this is y value, and this is nothing but the x value. We have to fit to the model. The model is ordinary least square model. And if you check the summary, how it will be the summary? We execute this statement. So this is the output variable. In this output variable, see here our dependent variable is profit. Model is the ordinary least square method. So method is the least square method. So how many observations total? 50 observations are there. So this is the R square value, and this is the adjacent R square value, and this is F statistics. This is some other values. I will explain R square value, adjacent R square later. So here our main intention is the p value. So p values of the all independent variables. So here constant. So our actually x is equal to 1 bias plus one bias variable and two dummy variables, dummy 1 and dummy 2 dummy variable, and R&D plus marketing spend and administration. So means 1 2 3 4 5 6. So means that this is the 0 1 2 3 4 5. So that is the thing. So here this constant is nothing but this bias, and x1, this is dummy variable, this is x1, this is x2, this is x3, x4 and x5. So among the all input features, these are the all independent features. Among the independent features, this is the bias feature. So this p value is 0.05. So according to our backward elimination method, if p is greater than 0.05, we have to remove the independent features. We have to remove the features. So among the p values of the all values, so this value and this value, this value and this value. So here the 4 1 2 3 4 input features have the more p values greater than 0.05. So here remove the one by one. So among the all independent features, what is the maximum value? So this is the maximum value. So this is the 0.005. What is the 0.05? This is the x naught means 1 2 means this is the second dummy variable. So this is the dummy variable 1, this is dummy variable 2, this is R&D variable, this is marketing spend, this is administrative spend. So and this is the bias. So among these 6 variables, so 0.990 is the most p value. We have to remove this feature x2, and that nothing but the dummy variable 2. So see, in the above image we can clearly see that the p value of the all variables, so here x1 x2 are the dummy variables. So here x1 and x2, these are the dummy variables, and x3 is the R&D, and x3 is the R&D variable, and x4 is administration, and x5 is the marketing spend. So from the table we choose the highest p value. So what is the highest p value? This is the highest p value. So highest p value means x2. x2 means what is the x2? Dummy variable. So we have to remove the dummy variable. So means we have the highest p value which has the greater than the significance level value. Significance level value is 0.05. So we have to remove the variable x2, means that is the dummy variable from the table. So after remove the table, now so what are the remaining values, remaining independent variables? So here remove this dummy variable. So this is dummy variable means 0 1 2 variable input feature 2 is removed. So that's why I am not taking 2 here. I am taking the 0 1 3 4 5 rows and execute the statement, and again you can see the, and if you can see the values, so this p value is 94.0. This is the maximum value. So next we have to remove this feature. So what is this feature? This is also be this x1 is also be dummy variable. So the dummy variable has the most significant value, thus we have to remove this one. So if you see in this variable the highest p value is 9.40. So we have to remove that remove this 9.40 of x1 variable. So x1 variable is the dummy variable. So we have to remove the another dummy variable x1, that is 94.0. and from the here we have to be, this is the variable x1, but initially this number is 1. So before, if you observe here 0 1 3 4 5, so 0 1 3 4 5 means what is the 0 1 3 4 5? This is the feature name. So actually this is, sorry, so this is our x. In the x variable, this is bias, a new added item, that is the bias intercept value, and this is the dummy variable 1 and dummy variable 2, and next one is the R&D, and the next one is the marketing spend, and next one is the administration. So this is the x. Among the x, this is the 0 1 2 3 4 5. So among the 5, if you see first initially you have taken all input features. Among the all input features, this is the highest value means most p value 9.990. so means that this is 9.990, means this is x2 feature. So what is the x2 feature? Actually, according to here, and this is the constant feature, means there is the bias feature. This is x1 x2, means x2 means this one, this is x2, means first we have to drop this feature, this dummy variable. So after means drop dummy variable 2 means this 2 is dropped. So remaining 0 1 3 4 5. So that's why remaining 0 1 3 4 5 we can pass the here, we can pass the 0, we can pass this value 0 1 3 4 5. See, this is the 0 1, 2 is dropped, 3 4 5 we have to pass to the x options and build the ordinary least square method. So according to ordinary square least square method, we can execute. Among the p values here, 9.0.940 is the maximum p value. We have to remove this feature x1. So feature means 9401 means what is the first value here? This one. Now this second time we have to drop this one. Second time we have to drop this one. So means column 1. So remaining 0 3 4 5. So next we have to build the model by using these three features. See, that's why I am taking here 0 3 4 5 0 0 3 4 5. So here if you take the 0 3 4 5, if you can observe, if you observe the here, this is the 0.602 is the most p value compared to all other values. So this is the x2, means what is this one? This is the feature of the marketing spend. So here also I am drop this fourth column number 4. So this, why? Because this has the p value is 0.605, means this value is more than the significance value 0.5. That's why I have to drop this feature. So now drop the fourth one. So remaining 0 3 5. So again we have to build the execute. See here you can 0 3 5 execute again. If you see here, so among the here, this feature has the 0.060, this feature x2 is given the more value. Means what is this feature, x2 feature? This feature belongs to this feature, administrative feature, means fifth feature, means we have to drop this feature also. So we have to drop the feature, and if you drop the feature and execute this statement again, execute statement, and execute. See here p value, sorry, here p value, here the p value is less than 0.05, means this constant feature means this is the added feature, means that is the bias feature, and the x1 feature means this feature belongs to 3 means what is the feature 3 here, this feature means third feature means R&D. So among the all features, the remaining features is the bias feature, added feature 0, zeroth feature, and third feature. So this feature belongs to R&D department. So by using this feature we have to build the model. So now again build the model. So this is the estimation performance. In the previous topic we have to build the model by using the all independent features. So in linear regression, while building the model we are using all independent features, but here by applying the backward elimination method only one feature, that is R&D department. So what I am doing, I am applying the again linear regression model. For that purpose, this is actually given data set. In the given data set, so this feature is the we have to drop. This feature is a drop, this feature also be drop, this feature is also be drop. Why? Because these three features have the more significance values, means these are greater than, the p value is greater than 0.05. that's why we have to drop these three features. So we have to consider this feature only for making the model. So that's why what I'm doing here, I'm doing the drop these features. So after dropping the only our input feature is R&D department and target variable is profit. So here I'm making the model. After making the model, this is as usual process. If you see my result, so here my result is 94 point something, here 94.64. by using the single independent feature. Single independent feature means R&D department. Only considering the R&D department feature, making the model, we given the 94.64%. So before what I considered all independent features. I am getting the value say about to 93 point something less, yeah. So this is the value. I apply. This is the R2 square value 93.47 by applying the all independent features. But when applying the single input features, I got the 94 point something when only one independent feature, that is the R&D. So means unnecessary. Here you can observe that here using the only one feature you get the 94. Here applying the four independent features, R&D, marketing spend, administration and state. By using the 4 input features you got the 93%. But here 94 means I applying the R&D department feature, I got 94. Means here you have to notice that unnecessary features you can giving the performance of the model. So while applying the unnecessary features, see here unnecessary features is administrative, marketing spend, state. So your performance is decreasing. So means that here among the independent features, the features which have the most significant features, we have to consider making the model giving the better results. And at the same time, so the computation time, so if we making the model for getting the 93% by applying the all independent features, so at that time while doing the processing it taking more time and consuming the more resources. So but while compared to the single independent features, you getting the better result, at the same time less computation time and resource also be very less. So that is the purpose why we choose the feature selection. So feature selection can play a key role for getting the best results. So that is the concept of behind the backward elimination method. So if you see at the end, so I am building the optimal model by using the backward elimination method. Here I am considering the only x 0 comma 1, and this 0 is the our bias column added a feature, and 1 is the only one independent feature, that is nothing but the, and this feature is, that feature is nothing but the, here this one is nothing but the R&D department and making the backward elimination method. So if you execute this thing, so this is the, see, this p values are less than 0. P values are less than 0.05, means this feature giving the make, these are the less than the 0.05, means these are the most significant feature for building the machine learning model. So what is the main difference between the linear regression and backward elimination? So linear regression model is for the making predictions of the target variable, for making the predictions of the target variable for the purpose of we are using the linear regression. But backward elimination method, we are not making predictions, but we have to select the most significant features from the independent features. So backward elimination method, we have to choose the best features, those features we have to give to the model and it will give the better results. That is the main purpose between the linear regression and backward elimination method. So that is the concept today. So if you go again, if you go for the PPT, concept. So here, see, if you see this PPT again, you can get understand what is the intention. So backward elimination method is the feature selection. So this is the feature selection method. So this is the feature selection method, and it is remove the features do not have the significant features. And backward elimination is start consider all backward elimination. While building the backward elimination method, we have to consider first time all independent features. So all independent features, we have to check the which feature giving the most p value. So we have to choose the features among the independent features, which feature giving the more p value. We have to identify the feature, we have to remove the features and make the model again. So that is the concept behind the backward elimination method. So that's why here unnecessary features is increase the complexity of the model. So unnecessary features, if you see the while building the linear regression model, I apply the all independent features, you giving the 93%. So means some features are unnecessarily giving the, as by using unnecessary features increase the complexity, means also be consume the resources. So that is the concept behind the backward elimination method. So I hope everybody understand this concept. If you have any kind of queries, any kind of things, you can make it comment. Thank you.